right, let's start playing part 4, and it's a huge bundle, so let's see. Okay, we have a beginning brief here, and based on experience of playing the other parts, I think this page may or may not be that critical in solving the puzzles, but I'm going to quickly have a look at it, and anytime you want to just pause the video and read through it, feel free to do that. So basically it says that okay, it's such a delight to be joining you this evening, etc, etc. Then maybe one day someone will write a book. Okay, there is a reference given here. It says tonight's activities will require the book Back from the Edge, Strange Tales from Valley Falls. Okay, I am not sure if that's important, but it says it may involve the stories, the book cover, the table of contents, the page numbers, etc. I like to feel that I am in the know of what is going on in my town. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to be relevant, but I just thought of reading this out, and it says you may find tonight's activities challenging. Okay, and let's just look at this next page as well. Oh, so it says, let's get into the fun part. I have a list of people who piqued my interest. However, only one of them is in my custody. There's a lot of people here, and okay, we also have their professions here probably. And this person is not here with me at this exact moment, because you could say they are a little tied up. It'll be a prime objective to identify that person and identify that person from the list and the word to describe why they are being held. With each puzzle I provide, your solution will give you a single letter that will help you with your prime objectives. Okay, so is it something like we have to solve these puzzles and we have to start eliminating these names? Probably. I'm going to keep this page on one side because this list is very important for us. And what do we have here? Shall we begin? Okay, so is it a part of the brief or is it a part of the puzzle? Okay, I'm not sure about this, but if I look back here, how many names do we have? 4, 8, 12. We have 15 names, I believe. So, oh, okay. So I think these are the puzzle pages, because the brief is generally not like this. So I'm just going to first, put across all the pages that we have to see what all is coming in our way. So that was the first one. We have this. I don't know if we have to like fold this or something, but this definitely looks interesting, something I haven't seen before. Then we have another one here. 4. Oh, we have a lot of puzzles here. 4. Then we have 5. Oh, and we have a scan here. A QR code. So my friends, you made it this far. So I must ask you to enter your results in order up to this point. Okay, I'm not sure if we should be revealing the next set or not. So let's go step by step. Let's start solving this first and then let's come to this. Unless something is important. No, I don't think so. Oh no. So I think these are in batches and we have to solve them and start scanning the QR code. So let's do this. Let's start with these puzzles first. Alright, let's start with the first puzzle. So it says, shall we begin? I love music. Okay. And there's no monster mash, but see what you think about these lyrics from a song that I'm working on. Okay, so should I just be underlining this in case this is important in some way to solve the puzzle? It says I'm feeling misunderstood, and this is in italics. I can't seem to find my way, the frayed ends of sanity unravel day by day. It's hard to tell what's real or what's actually a haunt. I need to find what's located between the situation and want. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? It just says, what do you think about these lyrics? So actually I am okay. Let me look at that QR code, right? It says that you have to enter your results, no caps, no spaces. But what is the result? Is it going to be numbers? Is it going to be letters? Is it going to be a string of letters and numbers? Is it going to be a statement? I am not sure about that. So I think okay, I am going to look at the hints for this because I'm a little lost. Okay, so I am back and I'm really glad that I looked at the hints, because we did not actually follow the instructions properly. So basically we stopped at this page, if you remember, saying that, oh, we'll look at this in batches, right? We're not supposed to be doing that. So we're supposed to be looking at the entire set. The reason being, what I missed out is, let me just keep, you know, this set aside for now. There is this book, so we have to refer to this, which I did not look at initially, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe I mean, if you remember, there was this one page which said that, this one, right, it spoke about today's activities will require this book back from the edge, strange tales from Valley Falls. So I kind of did not concentrate on that, but this is what we're talking about. So we have to kind of read through this and, you know, try to find the answers from there. So I'm glad I'm looking at the hints as well. So now let's try to relate this answer, this puzzle, and try to find the answer over here. Alright, so it says, okay, there is no monster mash. I'm not sure if there is any. Oh, look at this, the misunderstood. I think this is what we're talking about. I'm feeling misunderstood. So let's go directly to this particular page, which would be, it says 132, right? Yeah, look at this. Okay, so look at this, and we need to find what's located between the situation and the want. So exactly, that's what I was trying to say before, that, you know, this is how a puzzle looks like, but unfortunately I did not know we had to refer to these pages as well. So let's try to again, I'm not going to read this entirely, but you can definitely have a look at it. I'm trying to search for the situation. Okay, so it's to cover, then he surprisingly, when misunderstanding, however, Carcass was the most of a surprise. Okay, so this time he didn't give Cynthia the chance to rationalize the situation. So it says what's located between the situation and the want. So okay, so the situation is here and want is here. So it's the letter I, and if you remember, we are supposed to find the letters by solving each and every puzzle. So this is definitely the answer to that. So I am going to make a note of this. I'm going to keep this. This is important for us, this booklet. I'm just going to keep this on the side for easier access. And where is my notepad? Okay, it's here. So the first one is basically the letter I. So there's no sequence actually. I mean, ideally this should have been numbered, you know, the puzzles, but I'm just going to keep this safely in the same order that I have printed, and I'm going to keep this aside, and also the order that I have played this. So let's move on to the next puzzle. Alright, let's start with the next puzzle. So basically the instructions say, okay, so I think this line is very important, because basically we have to find which row and the real side of you. So I don't know exactly how we're going to map this. Is a very different puzzle. I've never come across something like this before, but looking at this, I know probably I may not be able to solve this without referring to this, because I think this is exactly where we missed out in the earlier puzzle. So let's also look at this. I mean, I don't know where we have to refer to, but maybe if we just read this. Okay, I am not sure how do we link this to this one. I mean, it could also be a standalone puzzle, you know, without the use of this, but I'm not going to make the same mistake again. So let's re-look into this again. So there are these two lines. I mean, am I supposed to be folding on these lines or something? Okay, let me give this a try. I mean, maybe if that's what we are supposed to do. So okay, again, what should be the order? Am I supposed to like cut this out, because you know I didn't want it to spend too much time in cutting, so I've just printed it in this way. But suppose I fold this again. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to be folding on this line first, or this line, or this line? Does this make any sense? Alright, I am going to look at the hints for this because I am feeling a little lost at the moment. So just give me a couple of seconds. Alright, so I'm back after looking at the hints. So where we went wrong is the folds. We do not have to fold this. But where we were correct was to refer to this booklet. So I'm not sure how the relevance is going to be at the moment. But definitely we are going to use this booklet to solve this. What also the hints stated was like if the number is 3 here, we have to find a shape with 3 sides. And those are the letters that we have to pick up and we have to form a statement. So let's start doing that. Alright, so the first one is 3. So of course it's a triangle. So I'm just going to circle this for now. Do we have anything? No. Then number 1, I believe. Okay, so this looks like one side, so I'm just going to circle this as well. 6 sides is going to be a hexagon, so this one we have here. Do we have anything here? No. 10 sides. Okay, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, this is 10. We have another star here. All right, 3 is again a triangle. Oh, we have 3 triangles here, and 4 is going to be a square. Okay. Alright, a very unique puzzle, but honestly it was a little difficult for me to get this solution without referring to hints. So let's try to write down what we have. So we have P. Oh, and we have this one also. I missed this out. 1. Okay, so I think this looks fine. So what does this mean? Oh, let me just put this here. What does this mean? Okay, hold on. Our next step is to refer to this booklet, right? Because this is going to give us the letter. So if I have to do that, I think this would be page 779, line 11, word 3. What's LR? Letter, right? Letter 1. So I think this is what it's going to be. So let's have a look at it. So we need to find page 79 here, and we have 77 here. We don't have 79, but hole in the sky. Oh, this is 79. So I think either it's an intentional thing or it's a mistake. I'm not sure, but page 79, line 11. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so it's and I wasn't. That's the line. Word 3. Okay, so 1 2 3, that's wasn't, and letter 1, so it's W. So I believe this should be a W, and I'm just going to make a note of this again. So this is going to be a W. I'm just going to make this a bit darker. Okay, all right, let's look at this. Let's go on to the next puzzle. All right, let's start with the next puzzle. So this says human society, the world, and the whole of mankind is to be found in the alphabet. Victor U. Oh, okay, so these letters found in red, the total of these letters holds the key. With that number, see which letter this should be. Okay, what do we mean by the letters found in red? Let's relook at the booklet because this is the most important point or part of this game. So again, do we have anything in red here? No, we do not. We have hole in the sky. Oh, then we have the small r's. We have not yet used this, and we have the misunderstood. We've used this. So we've used 2 of these I would say whatever contents, but I'm not sure what is. Oh, look at this, the letters in red. The total of these letters hold a key. Okay, so we have D, I, and E, right? So that's die. So let me make a note of this. So if I have the word D, I, E, what do you mean by total? Again, am I supposed to be like, this is 4, this is 9, and this is 5? I mean, again, the same logic that I applied earlier, where, A is 1 and, up to this way, maybe, I don't know. And if I total this up, it gives me 18. And it says, with that number, see which letter it should be. So is this like an R? So I'm going to just make a note that the third one is an R. and I'm just going to say maybe an I, but let's not go with an I right now. All right, let's go to the next puzzle. All right, so the next puzzle says, actually it doesn't say, it basically shows us some wall clocks, and instead of numbers we have letters over here. Okay, so I think it's kind of referring to global meetings, you know, in different time zones, and it's just saying that it's so amazing when they all come together, or it may not, but still we have a common meeting at the common time. But I do remember when we were looking at this booklet, there was something here which I had noticed. That's the small r's. So it says, okay, it doesn't say anything exactly, but why do I feel this is going to be linked to this? Maybe not, I'm not sure, but I know that doesn't make sense at all. Okay, I am going to look at the hints because I just want to know if we are on the right track, because if we are, then we should definitely be solving this further. Alright, so I am back and I'm glad I had a look at the hints, because we were not supposed to be referring to this for this puzzle, which we were trying to do that. And what was basically mentioned is, you know, if I just look at this, here the words, that is midnight and noon, is very important, and at the same time hands will find their way here. So what the hints say is that we have to, you know, have this as a placeholder, which is, you know, noon or midnight, and we have to get the hands over here, and while doing that we have to look at these letters excluding the one which is at 12. So this is how we need to solve. So I am just going to quickly look at the letters and, you know, write it down here. So this is a TH, and when I move this on top, this is an IS, so it makes a this letter represents trackers. Okay, this letter represents trackers. Okay, so what do you mean by this letter represents trackers? What trackers are we talking about? This letter represents trackers. What do we mean by that? Ah, look at this. Oh my god. Can you see this word trackers here? I was just looking, I was actually reading this completely, and I came across this. So it's a letter T, because T represents trackers. Okay, so we have solved this as well, and let's just make a note of this. So this one is a T. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next puzzle then. Alright, this is the next puzzle, and it says, do you know what you bring to the table? With a little time, you'll find that the Jeep only knows one direction. When you remove every letter associated with where you're headed from what I'm giving you, the message will be clear. Okay, I am like 200% sure what we're supposed to do here, because we did look at this, I would say, page some time back, and we were assuming that it's linked with the previous puzzle, but this gave me these 4 letters, right? So I guess I have to eliminate these letters from here, and that's where it's going to take me, because this also spoke about the Jeep and the directions and everything. Okay, so we need to have, okay, Y is X repeated, but anyways, I'm just going to keep it at this. Alright, so if I remove these, let's see what we got here. So it says, okay, it's weird, let me just make a note of this. So TENMINUSFOUR GBES, oh, G and I, GIVES THISLET TERNUM. Okay, it's a number. Alright. Okay, so 10 minus 4 gives this letter number. So 10 minus 4 is a 6. So 6 should be an F. So I guess the answer is an F. So I'm just going to make a note of this. Alright. Alright, so the next one is basically we have to scan this QR code and enter the letters in the order. So I'm going to just quickly do that. Alright, so I have scanned the QR code and these are the letters we need to enter. So I'm just going to put them and again, did it say no spaces and no caps? Yeah, that's right. Alright, so we have IWRTF. Oh, it's a wrong password. Did we go incorrect somewhere? Should I try that IWITF? Should I try that out? Nope. Okay, I am not sure where we are wrong, so I'm just going to relook at the answers and I'm just going to come back on this. Alright, I'm back. So this is the puzzle where we went incorrect and we got a wrong answer. So if you remember, we had 3 letters in red and we went with DIE and then we calculated and everything and we got a number 18, right? So this was incorrect. All we had to do was we had to count these letters, so which was 3 and the answer was C. So that was the only mistake that we did here, and basically this should not have been R or I or whatever. This should have been a C. So now let's go ahead and enter this answer. And alright, so I'm just going to enter this answer here. So we have IWCTF. Oh, finally. So this is something that we have to read now. So it says number of words in title. Okay, should I just write this down quickly? I hope what I've understood is right. So let's try to solve this. Okay, so let's look at this. So number of words in the title of the book. So title of the book is A Place to Discover, or is it Come to Valley Falls? One second. I mean, is it a combination of both or one? Let's just look at, there was a page here, right? Where did that page go? Was it this one? Yeah. We require the book Back from the Edge. Strange Tales from Valley Falls. Okay, so is this the name of or the title of the book, or is it Come to Valley Falls? Okay, I think this is the name of the book. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I think 9 should ideally be the answer to this, plus page number of second story. Okay, so second story is number 15, so let's keep this at 15. Okay, so 24, that's 15 plus 9, divided by number of letters in title of the 5th story. So 1 2 3 4 5, so that's 4. Okay, so this is 4, so we have this divided by 4, which gives me a 6, and then move every letter you have received in each puzzle back by these many letters. Okay, so I have to go I minus 6, right? So 9 minus 6 would be a 3. That's a C maybe. Okay, let's go one step back because I think we have messed up something here. So 9 plus 15 gives me a 24. Number of letters in the title of the 5th story, which is 5. Should we like count this again? Okay, I need to do this once more. So title of the book again, let's come back here. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This looks okay. Page number, page number of the second story, so that's 15, so this is definitely 24. Number of letters in the 5th story, so 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so this is 4 letters. Wait, number of letters, oh my god, not words. So this had words, this had page number, this is letters, so this can't be 4. So 5th story is this, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Oh, this is supposed to be 12, so it'll be 12 by 2, that's 2. So if we have to go 2 back, so god, so I would become G, W would become U, R, sorry, we had C would become A, T would become, we had T, right? Yeah, I think so. So R and F would become a T. Okay, so G-U-A-R-D. Oh, so the answer is God. Okay, got it. All right, so we did have some professions written right on this one. Okay, so it says the answer is God. Okay, so this person is not with me, so I think this is the solution for the first set, and your solution will give you a single, it will help you with your prime objective. So we know now the person, and we have to now find the word to describe. So we have these puzzles left, where I think it's going to tell us the word to describe. And oh, there's just one puzzle left that we have to solve. Okay, great, let's move on to that. Alright, so we are on the last puzzle now, and if I look at this, it says you haven't forgotten your prime objective, have you? Name of pages 1 to 14 and the list of names and description should be of assistance with the X's here. Okay, so name of pages 1 to 14, is it the reference to the booklet or something? So this is what it is. Okay, I have all pages scattered actually. So we have this and the 3 pages here of the booklet, and okay, so there is nothing like 1 to 14. 1 to 14 is the beginning. Is that relevant somewhere here? And then we have directly, I think, page 79. So I'm not sure if this is what we have to refer to, but it also says list of names and descriptions. Sorry. So these are the names. Okay, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is 1 to 14. Are these 14 rows? We had 15 names, right? 4, 8, 12. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we had 14. I think I thought it is 15 at the start of the game. So 14 and 14. So is there any linkage here? Okay, so okay, I also see these crosses here, which I'd actually seen earlier as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 letter word is what we are looking at, maybe. Oh no, look at this. We also have a cross here. Okay, it's not visible that clearly, but it is. So it's a 5-letter word. Do we have anything here? No, it's just 5-letter word. Okay, so I think this is what we have to put in. So either this or both is what we need, I feel, but I can't really link this to this. But beginning is like 1 to 14, and then the first story starts. So I'm not sure if we need to refer to this in some way. Okay, I noticed something, like we have 3 blocks here, right? What if we have to put the initials of that? We have 4 blocks. Oh yeah, look, we have a 4-word, 4 words here. I think let's give that a try. So I'm just going to quickly put in these letters here. F. Oh, I am very sure we are right. So this is thief. Great. So I am sure that we have the answer as thief. And if I look at the next page we have is, you should know who is in custody. Yes, I know it's this person, because that's the answer we had, right? The guard over here. And 1-word description, why they are or what they are. So it's a thief, right? So we have to enter the last name plus the 1-word descriptor. So it's going to be, I believe the answer is going to be S-U-L-L-I-V-N, and the descriptor was thief. Okay, and all of this is going to be in no caps and no space. So let me enter this and let me see what we have. Alright, so I'm just going to enter S-U-L-L-I-A-N, thief, H-I-E-F. Okay, let's see. Oh, so you finally got the answer, and excellent. You've in fact identified the person. Okay, I'm not going to read this in detail, but feel free to pause this and read this. But they're giving us a conclusion on the entire storyline. So I think this is definitely fantastic. I mean, I know there was some puzzles which were a little difficult for me. Maybe if I was playing with somebody else, it could have been some multiple thoughts coming in. But at the same time, I guess I had a good time as well. So I'm looking forward for the next part. And if you're interested, then stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and let's play the next part soon. Thank you so much for watching.